Hello, this is Tim, and it's tea time, and I've got both cats with me. Bizarrely, one is tucked into my into my cardigan, and the other one is sitting on my desk, and they're refusing to get back in their basket. So there we are. I've also just been cooking up a fish broth of salmon and tuna and cod. So they're going to get a bit of a treat, I hope. The older cat Hannum is really not very well at all, and so I'm very concerned about her. But I'm also concerned about the news, which is sort of all over the place at the moment, and it's news about what should we say, the misuse of power, and in the face of a crisis, which we only have to we it doesn't matter where we look, we see crisis. In the face of a crisis, what we're finding is the emergence of control, and sometimes this borders on tyranny. A really good example today is the athlete who has been forced to leave her team, been forced to leave the Belarusian team, and been sent back on a plane to Belarus. And she says she's scared to go back on that plane. She doesn't know what's waiting for her. Well, she's absolutely right. I mean, it was only just over a month ago that Roman Protasevitch was arrested with his girlfriend when they boarded a flight from Athens to Vilnius in Lithuania. The flight was diverted illegally, and Ryanair found itself in Belarus, and Protasevich was taken off the plane, and within a couple of days was on camera saying sort of how badly he'd behaved and looking as if he'd been beaten. And it's not just him. There was also a person called Andrej Alexandro, and if there's just one person, maybe you raise an eyebrow. If there's two or more people, you start to think this is very, 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 very dodgy. At a time of crisis, we are seeing power getting out of control. And it's not just over in Belarus. We're seeing it to a certain extent here in the UK. We're seeing it in other places. We're seeing people spreading misinformation. We're seeing people denying what seem to be obvious facts. But we're also seeing a suppression of debate. And so I'm disturbed to see Sky News Australia removed from YouTube. That's part of the Rupert Murdoch News Corporation. I mean, you can't imagine anybody barking at Rupert Murdoch, one of the most powerful people in media. So that's pretty remarkable in itself. And yeah, Australia is itself being threatened by a rise in COVID cases, particularly linked to the Delta variant. And at the same time, poor take up, it seems, of the vaccine. Well, we want to do everything we can to encourage our society, Western society, to get back into production, to get back on its feet. I think we really need the vaccine to get our theatres open, to get our cinemas functioning, to get our hospitality and our aviation companies functioning again, to get our economy back into gear, to get our schools working, our universities working as they should. And anything that might promote that, anything that might help that, I would have thought is good. But at any time in history, at a time of crisis, we also have a corresponding rise in control. And we have to be on our guard about that. Wherever that is, whether it's in Belarus, whether it's in Russia, or whether it's literally on our doorstep. So Tea with Tim today, very, very, a very, very serious message with our milk. That we just need to be careful. And if Bay hadn't got his back turned to the camera, I'm sure Bay would be agreeing with him. He is sort of nodding. He is nodding. Anyway, look, have a lovely tea time. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.